There's a Rose Bowl. Something's going on over there. Is that a helicopter? Well, it's not the Rose Bowl we're gonna check out today. Oh, there was a marathon. There's a sheriff's helicopter. I guess that's right, because today is the LA Marathon. Oh, here's a nice surprise. 10K.
Second place, Eric Comfort. And first place in the 10K, time of 36:30.
See this on a regular basis over here. Okay, here we go. Beautiful. You know, the funny thing is that we hear, well, I notice the difference that most certainly in Pasadena, I hear helicopters more often than not, surprisingly, than in downtown LA. In a span of 6 hours here in Pasadena, I hear more helicopter aerial traffic than I do in the same period in downtown LA. It kind of doesn't really speak all that well, but in their defense, we do have the mountains.
Kristen Sarver.
Sickly enough, I always keep expecting these folks to get a knock on the door.
$10K male youth.
Yeah. Can I give you guys an address?
Time of 38:28.
Stop it, Charlie.
And first place, Eric Comfort.
So, in creditation to Pasadena for what I considered already long since a 15-minute city, the Rose Bowl. 15 minutes, 10 minutes away from downtown LA and all the shopping all around here, the San Gabriel, JPL, sports events, site of the vaccination and testing area here. Full lockdown mode. This is the center right here. Always doubles as entertainment values. 4th of July. Preparation. Lot of family activities. Space Museum. Norton Simon up over there. Colorado Bridge. This is the definitive of a 15-minute city, and including homeless folks, which is quickly reaching a good 10-15% of the capacity of downtown LA, it seems. I hate living like this. That's in the direction of JPL and Devil's Gate Dam. It's getting up to the upper area, to the 405, or to the freeway entrance and exit. Ooh, look at that bright white sun. Waiting for it to explode.
So here we go. It is going to be
the marathon police.
Keith Allen.
This was the side of the brain tickler.
Really? R-I-L.
V19 testing.
Keith.
Oh, bright, beautiful day though. The back of the bowl. Still headed north. There's your last chance to the upper area, to the freeway, and better, direct access to JPL and La Cañada, Flint Ridge. Yes, Pasadena is a very, very equestrian-friendly city, especially Altadena, La Cañada, Flint Ridge. We have stables and all along the area. Very equestrian, very pet friendly actually. And we have a lot of masonry history in the city. Rose Bowl and our own golf course. It's a nice course. I don't really know the difficulty. I can't say I've ever played here. But it's beautiful. The links down here are very, very beautiful. And yes, you can consider us to be a very, very infant city. So given the fact during the great hibernation, a lot of folks here were pretty bummed. And in that also, this traffic here increased. Now what you see right now, a lot of folks, this is pretty good for a typical weekend, Saturday, Sunday. But even on a normal weekday, this whole area is pretty busy. Dog walkers, walkers, folks of all ages, a lot of younger folks training for high school sports and what have you not. Virtually walking and running at almost any given time of the night or day. This place is patrolled, very much patrolled 24/7, and very much pretty relatively safe at night, honestly. I think there has been maybe one or two that I've heard, but it's very, very nice. It's beautiful. It's serene, and you are in the middle of nature. And there's a little path right on top of that you can walk. Pasadena is also a very, very beautiful photog type of a city. So much so that we have a locals group. Looks like there's some course improvements or maintenance. We got to keep the blue bloods happy. You have to understand that. That's first and foremost. Walking in the shade. It's cool. It is much cooler out there. Here is another way to the right to some of the nicer homes up over here, or to get back up on the main street, and then another route up there to get to the freeway access. There is a sheriff's yard with the helicopter yard also that flies in and out of this area, plus other municipalities that use this pad, I believe, in cooperation. There is a Jack in the Box to the left. You go down about maybe an eighth or a quarter of a mile. There's a McDonald's, and you get to Lincoln Boulevard on your right hand side. And going along that way is JPL and Devil's Gate down and Porsches. Let's see if we can walk without getting hit. So there is a little path that is kind of created, residentially created, up and down. Little shortcut. There's a lot of little shortcuts as you hike and take walks. If curiosity strikes you, I would say actually be adventurous here. It's not that bad around here. Not yet, not till you get further up. There's a little pull-out area for you to park. And there is kind of another one over to my left. I will show you in a sec. As you can see, nature abounds around here, and every now and then, well, we do get a lot of geese. There's another path to the upper streets and residencies. We do get a lot of geese flyovers and a lot of geese resting, but every now and then, more often than not, you hear the screaming of the peacocks. And boy, oh boy, it's kind of a love-hate relationship with peacocks around here. So I keep forgetting about the it's 1 mile around the entire bowl, I believe. So this is kind of like the midway point. There is you take the street down and you do go up to another area that rolls around up to the upper area or down to the left. Another path goes up and splits off, forks off, and crosses in front of the Rose Bowl. And the rest of the links continue back here. That is the Arroyo River, the concrete part of it. And here is your last chance. Going up towards the Lincoln, kind of the upper, more of the Altadena area. Oh, FYI, if you are a bicyclist or e-scooter, may I mention that coming down this hill, especially on a scooter, is rather fun. Full throttle, please. Keep on the right, too. And that's headed back to the Rose Bowl. Okay, so from here, it's goodbye pavement. And hello, shoes. God's natural 4x4. Well, sans 2. Forgive my heavy breathing from time to time. I do have asthma. Okay, come on. He's got an E-caddy. Look at that. Wow. Must be nice. Does it also give you info, suggestions? No, so bless you. Oh, the age-old dilemma. Just a little bit of a slide. Not bad. Looks like a lot of earth fell. I could hear the water. She sounds angry to be roaming. Wow, that is loud. Actually, it is down considerably from some of the photos that I have seen the locals posting on the pages. It was actually just under halfway up that wall. I'd say that wall was what, maybe 11, 12? From the little serenity of nature comes the sound of civilization. There is the 210 freeway. That is to the left, headed into San Fernando and headed north. Headed to the right, crosses over and merges into the 134 split off, which is a nightmare during the weekday for those of you that traveled. And for those of you that have not, to get to the valley, avoid the 134. You will be forever stuck. It's easier to take the 210 north. And my favorite house from the freeway, that is a spectacular view. And I love the design. Look at that sky. Look at that home. Hey, what's down there? There's the freeway. Here's what we were looking at. It's kind of a spillway wall. Kind of a weird one, actually. So maybe prevents from going that direction. I am not no engineer by any means. I fake it as well as I can, but then it'd have to be right. But there is some cool graffiti. We have a Clifford. Yay, Clifford! Got some more right here. Vampire Bat. An Angry Carl's Jr. store. Bad service, I guess. Ooh. Wow, it's flowing really, really nicely. Trying to mind my footing here. It was kind of like being in that funky room at Knott's Berry Farm. All I need is a chair and some billiard balls and a piece of plywood. Get that angle correct. That was fun. Let's go check out what is there to see. Okay, we are approaching an area that has been known for occultist activity from way back in the day. I don't really want to say exactly because I don't want to misrepresent anything, and don't really like speaking too much. Maybe that's why, because I always post the facts first and rather speaking it. There we go. Kind of slippery down there, and it's much cooler down here. So I never really bothered to check, but there is some sort of kind of like a training area or something here. See that? Like an obstacle course? Not me, brother. So there are two ways to this conundrum. You gotta either go back that way, which I'm gonna dread going back home. You can go this way, and you can go up that way. There's a tunnel that leads under the street and goes to the and shows up to the other side. The other alternative is to take the path that goes along that way and brings you up to the surface on this side of the street, or the south side of the street. What to do here? How to decide? Should I take the less beaten path? Yes, we do have a lot of homeless folks that come here. Proper foot attire is highly recommended. Not unless you want to carry your bike down, which folks do. Whew. There's that great house. Oh, apologize. Having a little bit of an asthma attack there. All right, so I guess I got it closed off. But these are to get to the stairs, I believe, to the other side or along the pathway. Now, during the drier season, it is passable from rock to rock. So as I said, this is the bridge over here, the pedestrian tunnel. So unless you want to carry your bicycle or whatever, don't make the same mistake as I did. A month after I got my Segway scooter, may she rest in peace, I still have it, but I haven't been able to have the money to afford it. It's kind of expensive. So then I didn't realize it, and then I got here, and then what I did was I was looking at myself and I'm like, well, crap, I totally forgot about it. So that Segway weighs about 45 pounds. I weigh about $130. So needless to say, I ended up just folding the handle and carry that little bugger down the hill and all the way through until I got to the asphalt. Needless to say, I learned that was the last time I did that. And will. Here is a tunnel. Yeah, this is the only, I have this thing about tunnels in nighttime now. Ooh, shouldn't be here. Yeah, as you can tell, it's constantly being painted. And then we come up to this is Devil's Gate Dam. And there's the freeway. There's JPL. And the reservoir. It's full. It was a lot fuller.